And I'd like to welcome from the India Club, we all know Kash Agrakar. He's come on many times and talked about it. And I think it's probably been maybe about a year or so since we've had on Krishnamurti. And welcome. Nice to see you back again.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah. So primarily what you're going to be talking about today is really the club itself. And New Year, different things that are going on. You're always a busy club with all the different festivals. And you're looking at people coming on board and maybe different president of the club and that sort of thing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Good to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Yeah, fantastic. And so starting of this year, and have you had your elections yet?
Well, basically, why we are here today is to talk about the election and what are different things that we do. What's our mission? What is our club about?
Yeah.
Basically, it's a social club.
Yes,
Indian people are very, very friendly people. We want to show the community what Indian culture is, what Indian programs are, what India loves, what Indian food is, and be a part of the society, be a part of the place. And talk about rich things that are in India if you ever want to visit there. So basically, we had one guy show slides, presentations. That was excellent. And it's good to be a part of the society rather than being a separate group. So that's our mission.
Yeah, you always have a lot going on, right? And obviously it ties in with what's all the festivals that are happening in India.
Yeah, so there's lots of things going on tomorrow. We are celebrating, of course, the New Year. Then we have India's Republic Day. Then we have the Harvest Festival, which is something like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And of course, we are holding the elections tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot happening. And as far as the, are you guys, are you growing as a club? Are you getting more members coming in?
Yes, we are. A year ago when I came on, we had like about 35 to 50 members. And now we have like 118 or something. So we are growing. But this is a big village. We have 18,000 residents. So that's a real small portion of 18,000.
Right.
And I would like to see more Indians come in to the village. And that's one of my goals, to bring my friends in here because it's such a nice place. And every human being, we are Homo sapiens. We like company.
Yeah.
So,
and you have, do you have members that are non-Indian within the club?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Club is open to everybody.
Right.
Residents and their guests, not outsiders.
Not outsiders, yeah.
It's open.
But so many different festivals that go on, and you have the Holi, is it Holi or Holi? H-O-L-I.
Holi, that's coming up next month.
Yeah,
actually.
that comes up pretty...
In March, I think.
March.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, is that the colorful one? Where they
Yes.
have all the...
Yes.
And I know you'll be back to talk about that, so you always do that. You have fantastic events, and the food is a big part of it, isn't it?
Always.
Yeah.
So what we are celebrating is the Harvest Festival. You know, India is mostly like an agricultural country.
Right,
and
right.
any kind of harvesting, it's a big festival. And it's time for the farmers to say thanks to Mother Nature, and they pray to God and everything for the crops. And the funny thing is that's the only festival that is goes by the solar calendar, because all our festivals are lunar based.
Okay.
Yeah. So it always falls on January 14th or 15th or something like that. Yeah. And then, you know, it's called by different names in different parts of the country, like it's called Lori or Makar Sankranti, Pongal. But whatever it's called, the festival's main connection throughout the country is like bonfires and flying kites and dancing, singing. And of course, the food, they make it from these new crops that have been harvested.
Right.
And those are like sesame seeds, peanuts, sugar, and, you know, jaggery. It's got some kind of a sugar product.
Right.
So things like that. In fact, they make a sweet dish out of jaggery and sesame seeds. It becomes so pasty that
So
they
it's a
say
sweet.
it's a sweet
like a
dish,
dessert
yeah,
or something?
like a dessert.
Okay.
And then it's symbolic. It's like saying that, hey, that's how we people are supposed to stick to each other, regardless of race or religion or
Yeah.
anything. Yeah. And then it's not just crops that we are celebrating. We are also celebrating changes that are happening in the solar system. So the sun is moving from Sagittarius into Capricorn, and that marks the end of winter.
Okay.
And also the sun is following a north direction, and the days are getting longer. I think that's good enough reason to celebrate,
Yeah.
right?
Do you folks celebrate? You told me you follow the lunar calendar a lot. So are you involved in Lunar New Year, your own style Lunar New Year? Okay.
Yeah. In fact, different parts of the country, they have their own New Year's in different months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
celebrate it in your
it's
own
hard.
Yeah.
It's hard because they come up with some calculations and they have to add an extra month every 2 years or
Yeah.
something. It's, I don't know. It's all astrological based.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have one year which has 13 months
Yeah.
because of the lunar calendar.
Oh, really? Wow. What year is that? Do you know?
It
You know
varies,
well
it
in
varies.
advance. Okay.
It comes every so many years. I don't know. Instead of having like our February 29
Yeah.
every fourth year, this is an
Okay.
They have their own way to compensate.
So, you're mainly here just talking about the new year for you folks and what's coming
New
up.
Year, the Republic Day.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about elections if
Yeah.
you want me to.
Yeah, and of course, Cash is on sometimes in a different capacity. But when he's talking about elections now, he's talking about the club. So tell us about that.
India loves democracy. We are the largest democracy in the world. So we elect new president, and he then forms his own team. And last year it was my chance to be the president. Basically, any action, any task needs two eyes, the leader,
Yeah.
with some vision, and many hands.
Yeah.
Because we need cooperation. Volunteering is the main thing. And so we put this thing together. Tomorrow, when we meet, there will be elections. Some people will be nominated who are already members of the club, though. And then there's a nomination team, election team, that will conduct the elections. We don't know who have been nominated because we are on the board right now.
Right, right.
If there's no nomination, then by default, we will have to carry on.
Okay.
So that's what
So
our
what
election
is, you
about.
mentioned Republic Day? Is that a national holiday of India?
Yeah, Republic Day, like after India got its independence in 1947, we really didn't have any constitution written.
Okay.
So the only thing we were following was something that was written by the British, and
Okay.
it was called the Government Act of 1935 or something like that. So then Dr. Ambedkar, he was given this job of writing the Constitution.
Okay.
And after all the changes and drafts, it took like 3 years because it's the world's longest constitution.
Okay.
There's almost like 450 articles in it.
Wow.
Yeah. So then, once that was ready, in 1950, January 26th, it's coming up, we celebrated in 50 the first Republic Day.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the day that the president, he gives his speech and everything. And then it's a chance for especially the armed forces to show off all their display of all the fine equipment and things like that, and the cultural history, the heritage that we have. And of course, when the president, he unfurls the flag and they give him a 21-gun salute to honor him. And let's see, then on the previous day, actually, the president gives a speech to remember all the soldiers and the martyrs who gave away their lives for the war.
Right.
And there's lots of awards given at that time, like people who have done exceptionally well in certain fields or whatever, they get awards, and there's a lot of gallantry awards.
So when you tell me about all the different articles in your Constitution, I feel sorry for the kids that are in school that have to learn. Did you learn all of them?
I didn't know until today that it's the longest, the biggest constitution.
So are you guys going to be doing something on that day, or going to be having an event? A
For
gathering?
Republic Day,
Yeah.
I'm holding a trivia contest.
Okay.
I love to do trivias.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that. And then, of course, we'll celebrate the hall with all our Indian colors and things like that.
Okay, and that's happening on
Tomorrow.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is the 23rd.
Yeah.
I was looking, yeah, tomorrow's the 23rd. So if people want to join in on that, it'll be Clubhouse 7 from 5:30 to 9.
Yeah.
And it's free for members, $5 for guests, and people can walk in if they want. I mean,
Yes.
you'd like to have
It's Clubhouse
reservations.
7.
Are you going to have food there and all?
Of course, there's
Okay.
no party without food. right?
Yes,
So-
yeah, that's true. Well, whenever you folks come on, you always seem to be having fun. and
That's
having
the
a
whole
good time.
idea. The
Yeah.
life goes better
Yeah.
when you're having fun.
And festival after festival.
No, I tell the Indian
12 times
people,
a year.
Yeah, yeah.
we're all getting seniors. We're all
Yeah.
seniors, and then it's in our hands how we want to lead the rest
Right.
of our lives. Some of us are not fortunate that we don't have our spouses,
Mm-hmm.
but it's in our hands. Get out of the house, come to these clubs, have fun,
Yeah.
So
And
I think
believe
that
me,
helps.
tomorrow, every resident is invited. Their guests are invited. The cost is only $5.
Yeah.
So you can't buy a $5 dinner anywhere. And our dinners are very healthy because they are not very oily.
Yeah.
And there's lots of protein. So you'll love it. It's an excellent menu put together by our culinary experts.
All right. Again, that is tomorrow on the 23rd, Thursday, 5:30. It begins at Clubhouse 7. You're invited to go there and have a good time, even if you're not part of the club.
Yeah.
And they always have a good time. It always seems like you do.
If you're coming, please RSVP. The two numbers are written on the bottom. One is-
Yeah, it's a little hard to see. One number, you can email
Email me.
Cash,
Yeah.
cash334@gmail.com, or call or message him at 949-217-1950.
Yes.
Yeah, very
Thank
good.
you so much. Have a
Yeah.
great
Good
day.
to see both of you.
Nice to see you again.
All right,
Yeah,
take care, and
Thank you.
happy Republic Day.
Thank you.
and Happy New Year Day to you.
You too. We'll
Thank
be
you.
right back.